All right, Shalom. I want to start by saying, call law, YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles of Israel, aka the apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and love to all the Akim. Continue to preach the truth and all truth and sincerity. All right, real quick. So I want to get into this thing I just heard about. Now, this has been an ongoing thing, and it's about basically the to people that didn't know, there was a couple weeks ago, Trump, Elon Musk, the new administration basically was giving out severance packages to federal government workers. Now, one of those agencies happened to be the CIA. Now, I didn't hear about this before, like a couple weeks ago, but they're saying that the CIA workers that's threatening to be fired are saying that, obviously they're not feeling being fired so abruptly, and they're saying that basically there's a threat of leaking U.S. intelligence secrets. And today on the radio, I heard that one of the places where they're threatening to leak U.S. intelligences is to Russia. Now, we know what's going on with Russia and America, Iran, so on and so forth, with the Ukraine and all that, man. We know what's going on as far as like, the third world coming quickly. Now you have all this stuff going on with the tariffs. You have it's so much happening. It's just so much happening to where it's hard to keep track. But, it's certain things that like are very, very impactful onto future times we come in it, because the future time is America's going to be destroyed. But that's why I labeled it, it's an implosion, because now you have stuff, even you have problems with America abroad, but now you have also things within the country. If you have your intelligence agency, because I believe that's what CIA stands for, Central Investigation Intelligence. No, excuse me, Central Intelligence Agency. I believe that's what CIA stands for, Central Intelligence Agency. They're the ones that go out to the other countries and find intel of all the things in the other world that will help America be prosperous in whatever the fuck they find out. So now you have these workers, they're threatening to reveal U.S. intelligence secrets to other countries. And one of those countries mentioned today was Russia. So I got this article, and this is from Fox News, and it reads, Ratcliffe shrugs off concerns about potential threat of fire agents armed with CIA's secrets. So these are, it says he shrugs it off, but I all know when you think about it, the CIA, those are the people that do things in secret. They do things like, they're not just, they all over the place. I'm roughly paraphrasing the job of the CIA is to basically find intelligence in other parts of the world and give those secrets to America. And you have now those agents that work for the Central Intelligence Agency threatening to reveal U.S. intelligence secrets to other countries just because they're getting fired. And that's going to show the times when, as far as Saints' house is divided. Because even though it's Esau's whole kingdom is divided, but within now we got the daughter of Babylon. Now, I'm going to bring out some scripture, because when you go into Baruch, the 4th chapter, it talks about what? Miserable are the cities that thy son served. Roughly paraphrasing. Because now you have America about to crumble, and it's within and on the outside. But let me get into this article. So, this is CIA Director Ratcliffe. So it says, CIA Director John Ratcliffe is unconcerned about speculation that agents who are fired under Department of Government efficiency cuts may take the nation's secrets to foreign adversaries. Any individual who be willing to sell the nation's secrets to a foreign adversary has no place working at the agency that plays an incredible role in keeping Americans safe every day, Ratcliffe told Fox News Digital in a statement. CNN reported on Monday, which was yesterday, that mass firings and buyouts, this is 2 weeks ago, my bad. But it says on CNN reported on Monday that mass firings and buyouts offered to agents were under discussion among CIA top leadership, who are apparently worried that losing their jobs might prompt disgruntled former officers to take their classified intelligence to foreign intelligence services like those of China or Russia. So now you have these disgruntled ex-employees threatening to take their intelligence to other countries. They mentioned China and Russia at all places. And it says, you're telling me that a professional setback could cause people to risk the consequences of treason and betray their country, and your argument is that those are the kind of people who should stay inside CIA? A source familiar with the CIA head's thinking added to Fox News Digital. There's a general sense that it's more of a justification for maintaining that's the status quo. But if the potential traitors are there, it's hard to argue the solution is for them to continue maintaining access to the nation's secrets. But they already have the secrets, so they're willing to reveal what they know already, because these are the ones that's being fired. And it says you're just rolling the dice that these folks are going to honor their secrecy agreement and not volunteer to a hostile intelligence service. An unnamed U.S. official reportedly told CNN. But look what that means. You're CIA, no matter if it's just one person. But it said multiple disgruntled former employees. So just the fact that even if they don't, but the threat is out there. The threat is out there. So you have one of your agencies that is responsible for the safety of America, right? Because it said any individual who be willing to sell the nation's secrets to a foreign adversary has no place working at the agency that plays an incredible role in keeping Americans safe every day. So these are the people that are now all of a sudden, they're disgruntled and then they're threatening to reveal secrets, and they said to either China or Russia. It says the CIA and the Office of the Director of National Intelligence recently tried to fire 51 employees who worked on diversity issues, and newer employees are potentially on the chopping block, to comply with the government-wide effort to root out probationary employees before they earn civil service protection. But here it is. But they're supposed to not be disgruntled. Here it is that they probably been trying to get that job for a while, and all of a sudden, since they're in a probationary period, they're not under this civil service protection to where they can't be fired, I guess. And this is what you have happening right now. And this is one of the problems that America has. It's not just this. This is one of the many problems that's causing America to implode. Just one. And now you got the whole thing with these terrorists. Now you got these terrorists. You got America. You got America at odds with one of their allies, Canada, and one of their closest allies, geographically wise. They're the closest allies. And now you have all this stuff. This is 2 weeks ago. Now they didn't say anything about any secrets being revealed. But you know how the government, they like to hide shit. They don't never tell you everything that's going on. Because if they did, they would never have secret meetings. So it says a judge put the diversity firings on pause after agents sued to stop them. Kevin Carroll, an attorney who represents 19 of the CIA officers affected, says clients were just regular American intelligence officers who had been assigned to complete diversity tasks on a rotational basis or in addition to their day jobs. It says some of these people are like 18 years in. 18 years in, and it says they're a couple years short of their pensions. So firing them instead of just letting them first look for another job in the agency or elsewhere in the intel community is a lack of due process, he told Fox News Digital. These people had regular career paths within the intel community and were slotted into these jobs for a bit, that's all. And it said the CIA also offered buyouts to employees who offered to resign in line with the government-wide push to trim the federal workforce. But it's not clear how many employees were offered and accepted the offer. See? So you have these people, what's that, the chopping block. Get rid of the humans. This is part of that whole cut to government spending. But you're going to fire the employees, then they talk about getting rid of the IRS. They talk about all these things. All of a sudden. So what's going to happen next? The chopping block is going to get higher. Because right now they're in the government sector of employees. Soon it's gonna get all, and you got Starbucks that just let off, like they letting go like 1,000 something employees. After a new CEO just got a $96 million bump in his pay. Like what is really going, like you think about what's really going on right now in America. You really think about the times we in. These are desperate measures, man. These times are dire. Oh, and on top of that, this is a guy, Elon Musk. This is the same person. This is under the same people. Trump, Elon Musk said out of his own mouth that the goal is to cut 80% of the workforce. 80% of the workforce. 80%. That's damn near everybody. So in due time, no one's going to be working, and that's ultimately how they usher in what the MOTB and the beast system, the MOTB, the marketed beast and the beast system. That's going to be the cause. No more jobs, everything going digital, AI, cryptocurrency, which means ain't going to be no more cash, no more coins. People hardly use those things now. They already got the people already equipped to not using cash, using debit cards, which actually have a CIB in it. Debit card, credit cards, online shopping. These Venmos, Cash App, PayPals, right in front of our eyes. So it says earlier this month. So this was 2 weeks ago. So this is from February. So this is earlier in February then, because this is from 2 weeks ago, and this article came out February 26th, I think it said. So it says a judge let's see. Okay, here we go. So it says a judge will determine whether to offer injunctive relief on Thursday. I don't know if they did, but whatever. It says the CIA had also offered buyout to employees who offered to resign. It said earlier this month, the agency reportedly sent an unclassified email listing the names of agents, first name and last initial, who had been there less than 2 years to the White House, prompting concern those names could fall into the wrong hands. It says, though the exact number of people employed by the CIA is classified, the agency is known to employ thousands who engage in covert collection and analysis of intelligence, both at its Virginia headquarters and overseas. And it says foreign adversaries like China and Russia are known to target former U.S. intelligence officials. I mean, duh. It says offering them large sums of money for the classified information they are privy to. And you see that in movies. You see that in movies. Government employees. Maybe they might have been disgruntled. Maybe they've been let go or without prejudice, whatever. And then they start selling secrets to other countries. But you see it, the main country you mentioned says China and Russia. That's the two of the worst people to have U.S. intelligence. It said the Justice Department has charged multiple former military and intel officials for providing information to China. So this already happened. There's already been times where information was given to China and other countries. It said the CIA was known for friction with the White House during Trump's first administration, but was hit with a wave of retirements in 2021 and 2022 as those who were recruited after the 9/11/2001 attacks hit their 20-year mark. The agency hit a recruiting high point again in 2024. And there you have it. So, and that's just one of the many things to show that America is imploding. So let's get some scriptures. Let's get the main one. I don't need no reminder. What's that? 12, Matthew chapter. So this is the book of Matthew, chapter 12, verse 25, and it says, and YAHAWASHI knew their thoughts and said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation, and every city or house divided against itself shall not stand. Now, America is a city that's divided. City, country, whatever. It's part of Satan's house. It's part of Esau's kingdom. And this place is divided because if you already had former CIA or government intelligence employees selling secrets to China already for money. So it's not like this is the first time this happened or the first threat of it happening. This has already happened already. And they said it's going back already to like 2001. And who knows how many other times. Remember, they don't tell us everything. They don't tell American people everything. And now since Elon Musk has came about, you have more threats of him. Because think about how much more intelligence has happened. Remember, we're at the end. So now America is more at risk for certain secrets to be revealed to other countries, to where like, yo, check, like China, Russia, and whoever. Because if you sell to China, that means China's gonna give it to Russia. Russia gonna give it to Iran or whoever, North Korea. It's not just one country, because if you have one country, you gotta think about all their allies. And just like you had with whole NATO was all in disarray. So how can it stand if it's divided? It shall not stand. I'll read it again. So it says, Matthew chapter 12, verse 25. And this YAHAWASHI speaking. It says, and YAHAWASHI knew their thoughts and said unto them, every kingdom, America's a kingdom, part of Esau's kingdom. Every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation. And that's what America is being brought to, desolation. And ultimately, the whole desolation will be what? The thermonuclear destruction that's coming here. But before that, you're going to have a bunch of problems, a bunch of division. This is a house divided right here. Verse 26 of Matthew chapter 12. And it says, and it's red letter, so it's YAHAWASHI's words. It says, and if Satan cast out Satan, he is divided against himself. How shall then his kingdom stand? Who represents Satan's kingdom on earth? Esau. When YAHAWASHI was on the scene, who was ruling? Esau. In the Roman Empire. The Greco-Roman Empire. That was Esau's kingdom. And he's ruled the same people ruling now. Those elites are those same Roman Caesars or whatever names you want to call, it's the same people. The ancestors of those same people, Nero and all of them, who brothers strongly believe, and it seems that who Trump is in the reincarnation, he's gonna be the one. He's the one doing a heavy persecution. How much longer till he gets to the Israelites? He's gonna get to the heart of the matter. But as what you can see, as you can see, this place is imploding. The division is getting stronger and stronger. America is completely divided already. I'm reading that again. So it says, Matthew chapter 12, verse 26. And it says, and if Satan cast out Satan, he is divided against himself. And that's what's happening right now. They're divided against themselves. Esau against Esau. And it says, he's divided against himself. How shall then his kingdom stand? So how is America going to stand? How is Esau's kingdom going to stand as a whole? Because Esau's kingdom is throughout the whole earth. The elites are Edomites, and these other superpowers, a lot of them are Edomites. EU, NATO, America, those are all Edomites. And right now they're all divided amongst themselves. So how then can this kingdom stand? All right. Go to now we're gonna go into the book of Baruch. What verse is the? Yeah. And what's one of my favorites right here? So it's in Baruch chapter 4, verse 31. And it reads. Now I'm going to start at verse 30. And it says, take a good heart, O Jerusalem. That's about Israel, the nation of Israel, the children of Jacob, starting with the elect. It said, take a good heart, O Jerusalem, for he that gave thee that name will comfort thee. And that's what he's doing right now. As we see in America implode, as we see in Satan's house divided, as we see Esau go at each other, that we love to see these things, man. We want it to keep going. Keep it coming, Father. Oh yeah, so verse 31, it says, this is Baruch chapter 4, verse 31. This is an apocrypha. And it says, miserable are they that afflicted thee and rejoice at that fall. Now, what was a major country that rejoiced at our fall? America. This is where we fell the hardest when we came over here. And who was at the top? Whose kingdom was that in? Esau's. Who were those slave masters? Who were those slave catchers? Who was all of that? Esau, Edomites. The same, this is the same city. These are the same cities right here in America. But America as a whole are those cities, man. And them other countries, man, because they all had a part in the slave trade. All these countries, man. It wasn't just America, but America is where the bulk of a lot of Israelites came over here to serve captivity, man. This is a bulk where the seed of Israel came to, excuse me. So yeah, Baruch 4:31, it says, miserable are they that afflicted thee and rejoice at thy fall. Verse 32, miserable are the cities which thy children served. Miserable is she that received thy sons. And that's America, man. America received our sons, man. America is that great city that received our sons, man, that we served. Everybody knows about the slavery of the so-called Negroes, and throw the Latinos and Native Americans in here, man. But especially Judah. The harshest of those cargo slave ships What Christopher Columbus did to the so-called Native American Indians over when them Edomites came over here. And now, and what is the product of? Where's the finished product of those places? America. And then what? And then what? Now what? Now we're at the end. So that's why the Lord said, what? Miserable are the cities that children have served. Now America is miserable. Esau is miserable. Because now it's nothing less but there's nothing left but war now. No, the people don't regard their kings nor princes no more. No matter how many, you have a lot of Trump supporters, but at the end of the day, it's still so much rift and so much tension within Esau's kingdom, man, amongst themselves. Let alone you got Jake here, you got the elect here, and throughout the four corners of the earth in Esau's kingdom. So you have these elites, they're seeing all of this. They seeing men every day prophesy in the names of YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI about their kingdom's downfall. Miserable thy cities that their children have served. The major city that the children of Israel served is America, and still serving. We're still in captivity under these devils, man. But we know we're at the end because why? Look at the prophecies that's coming to pass. Any devil's about to bring out that shit, that sea hip. It's on. You got these nations preparing for war as we speak. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Prepare war. You have China, Russia, Iran doing joint military exercises. You got America and South Korea doing joint military exercises. You got these trade and tariff wars. Esau's kingdom is going to shit, and it's only going to get worse. It's only going to get worse from here on out. It's not going to get better. It's not going to be better days ahead for America and Esau's kingdom, man. That's why ultimately he has to bring out the CIP. He has to bring out the NWO. Because you have too many people speaking out against it. You have this internet, you have the people, you have these whistleblowers, you got the threat of CIA agents revealing secrets to China, Russia, so on and so forth. What else do these devils have left to do? And just try to see up everybody. Bringing some more plagues. Maybe in another lockdown. Chopping down workforces. So where everybody could be everybody could be watched wholehearted, everybody could be watched. That's why they want to see everybody so they can know where they want to see everybody and know where everybody's at. But ultimately, want to see if the Israelites, man. But you're not going to see if the elect, and that's why I hope to be part of elect, and I hope to have the strength to endure until the very end, man, to not receive that devil's mark, man. Because that's going to be the ultimate test for all brothers that's been in the truth, no matter how long you've been in it, man. That test is coming. The fiery trial, the hour of temptation, it's getting closer and closer, man. That's why you have to get your spiritual strength in order, man. Push this word. If you claim to be a prophet, push this word as hard as you can, man. The Lord finds it pleasure to prophesy. Yahawashi is the spirit of prophecy, man. Those are going to be the people that's going to be delivered out of here, man. Those are going to be people that are going to get the strength to not take the seed and get delivered out of it when these devils come hard. They're going to cast some of us into prison, kill some of us. We're coming into dire times, man. So we have to have your faith on extra infinite, man. That's why every day the best thing is, pray for strength from YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, to trust in those names from here on out. Because it's only going to get worse. It's only going to get more and more scarier, man. As a brother used to do ex-fellow laborer, he said, what? It's going to be spooky times, man. Jacob's trouble's coming. A time like no other. Yeah, man. I think that was pretty much I wanted to bring out. Come on, man. I'm still notified. Hold on, was there any more? Oh, yeah, it's more in this. Excuse me. So this is the book of Baruch, chapter 4, verse 32 again. It says, miserable are the cities which thy children served. Miserable is she that received thy sons. That's all these nations, man. All these nations received our sons and daughters. All these nations had a part in our downfall, man. That's why I said, what? The nations were made rich off of what? The daughter of Babylon. And the daughter of Babylon is where the bulk of the Israelites came and started slavery at in the first place. And the bulk of the people are at here now. Right? So verse 33. And it says, for as she rejoiced at thy ruin and was glad of thy fall, so shall she be grieved for her own desolation. That's what we're seeing right now. We're seeing Esau's desolation. We're seeing that city, which is Babylon the Great, a.k.a. America. We're seeing that desolation come upon it, man. And why is that? Because why? It's a city that our children served. And they did unspeakable things to the children of Israel over here in America, man, and still do. They do it a little more secretly and a little more in the dark now, but at the end of it all, it's still happening. And whether it be financial oppression, whether it be violent oppression or what have you, it's all the same thing. Last hired, first fired, it's still the same thing. But that's why now what? Now she's meeting her desolation. Matter of fact, hold up. Hold up. Hold up. I continue on in this. So there's a book, Baruch chapter 4, and we're in verse 34 now. And it says, "For I will take away the rejoicing of her great multitude." So remember, America went, America, bro, yeah, man, yeah, USA. But now, what's going on now? Now it's over. He said, it says, "For I will take away the rejoicing of her great multitude, and her pride shall be turned in the morning." Man, that's what Edomites are mourning now. We got to take our country back. Make America great again. But you will never make America as it once was, the greatness that you want back from years ago. You're not going to have that again. Those days are behind. And you know you will not get that again, no matter what Trump says. It's never going to go back to us being in chattel slave ships, chattel slavery, the slave ships, all that. We ain't going back to that, man. That's why the Lord said what? In the Lamentation, he said, "Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom." This is your last hurrah. This is your last bit of rulership over the children of Israel, and your last bit of rulership, and your last bit of existence. Because the Lord said he's going to exterminate the house of Edom. That's your future. That's what's coming. And you're going to have more things like the CIA workers threatening to expose U.S. intelligence secrets. I mean, come on now. And he said this stuff has already been happening, so it's not like it's just starting. But now it's being more, now what you had, because in 2001, the internet wasn't the way it is now. See, back in the day, you had it to where like even with this war stuff, like the first two world wars, you had to hear things by radio. But now you could play, and of course we don't see everything, but you could see way more than you did back in the day. You got so much news platforms and media outlets. You don't just have to rely on the U.S. news. You don't have to just rely on CNN and NBC and all that, Fox. They don't tell you that much shit anyway, man. Where I get a lot of my stuff from is from another country's news outlet, man. I usually go to Times of India or Russia Today. The American media, they want people stupid. They want people not knowing. They want people thinking it's okay. Everything's not going to be all right, man. When you step outside of your house, just like the whole thing with the tariffs, they talk about within a nice amount of time, a short amount of time, price of things going to rise. You had the Ontario Premier talk about raising the electricity, to where a lot of the households that Canada supplies with energy are going to their bills are going to go up like $100, just like that. They took U.S. products out of Canadian stores, I think liquor stores in particular. So you see what time it is, man. These are the miserable cities, and this is going to make things miserable. Because what? It's going to take away business. You see the jobs being depleted, the workforce being chopped. It said that these CIA members, it was like 18, 20 years in. But that's why the Lord said what? Miserable are that cities that thy children have served. Because now America's miserable. Now Esau is miserable. Because he no longer was at the level he was before. And then ultimately what happened? The truth came out. He was able to get that out because we didn't have YAHAWASHI, the names of the Lord. Now we have the names of the Lord. Now that's why they're miserable. Because Israel has woken up. The truth has come out. The Pandora's box has been opened. Pandora's been let out the box. The Lord said, well, matter of fact, I think that's in Baruch too. Baruch, the 2nd chapter. Hold on, let me see if any more in the 4th chapter. Yeah, that's pretty much it on that. Yeah, I think it was the 2nd chapter. What verse was it? Oh, yeah, so this is the book of Baruch, same book, in Apocrypha Baruch, chapter 2, verse 30, and it says, "For I knew that they would not hear me, because it is a stiff-necked people. But in the land of their captivities, they shall remember themselves. What do you think America is? One of the land of our captivities, man. Esau's kingdom. Hey, 2nd Esdras 6 and 9. For Esau, the end of the world. Jacob's beginning of it that followeth. Lamentation, the 4th chapter. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom. The cup gonna pass on to thee. And now that's why they're miserable, because now that you have Israel remembering themselves, man, starting with the elect, you now have the God of Israel dealing with his elect in Israel, and now you have those Israelites prophesying and professing the name YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI in the land of their captivity. In the land of their captivity. Not in another planet, not in another stratosphere. It's right here on earth. The Lord said the elect shall be redeemed out of the earth. Revelation, the 14th chapter. We're going to be redeemed in the land of their captivity. They shall remember themselves. Matter of fact, continuing on Baruch chapter 2, that was verse 30. Now this verse 31. It says, and they shall know that I am the Lord their God, YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI, for I will give them an heart and ears to hear, man. What's the truth, man? The Holy Spirit. And Esau can't do nothing about it because Israel has already been woken up. That was a major piece of the puzzle. Israel remembered themselves in the land of their captivity. And now this truth has gone throughout the four corners of the earth. And that's why these devils are miserable now. And they don't even know it. You had the regular Joe Schmo Edomite, they don't even know it. Yeah, they may see the prophets on the highways and byways, but they're still in their pride. But when it's the things that they care about and the things that they read, the things that they observe about things that, was once good in their country, it's not good no more. Shit is getting extra expensive. It's the cost of living. It's getting harder to live in America. More expensive to live in America no matter how much you make. If you're not on a certain level, you're gonna feel the pinch of this inflation. You're gonna feel the pinch of these tariffs. Jake, we always at the bottom. We always gonna feel it. But now these Edomites gonna start feeling, because now the Lord is passing the cup unto you. Why do you think you have all these Edomites killing themselves, unaliving their families? Why do you think that is? Well, I thought life was so great. I thought this was the greatest country on earth. But yet you're having people unalive themselves and unalive their families? That don't seem so great to me. But anyway, continuing on. So I'm going to read that again. And they shall know that I am the Lord their God. I'm going to start reading from verse 30 again. It says, this is Baruch chapter 2, verse 30. And it says, for I knew that they would not hear me, because it is a stiff-necked people. Talk about Israel for a time. And it says, but in the land of their captivities, they shall remember themselves. Verse 31, and shall know that I am the Lord their God, for I will give them a heart and ears to hear. And they shall praise me in the land of their captivity and think upon my name. YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI. That's the Lord's name. Once that land, remember, Israel was already praying to Jesus and worshiping Jesus. Look how well that did for us. But once we started getting the name YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI, that's when the countdown really started. And now, look, you have the third world coming quickly. And you're gonna have Jacob trouble come too. Because you got a lot of our people that's still not trying to hear. Just like a majority of us didn't hear before, but what? The Lord said, what? That small remnant. The Lord said, I have a remnant that shall come out of Israel. His elect. His sweet elect. His pleasant jewels. Those babes. Those men that didn't bow their knee to Baal. That weren't given unto idols. That praised his name, that thought upon his name. YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI, that's the name. Verse 33, it says, and return from their stiff neck and from their wicked deeds, for they shall remember the way of their fathers which sinned before the Lord. And that's going to be all the land of Israel, all the people of Israel once the kingdom is established. But for now, it starts with the elect. But in due time, in the due process of America's destruction, Jacob trouble and all that, when 2/3 of our people are destroyed in this land, and the ones of our people throughout that scattered, the ones that still ain't trying to get it, they're going to be destroyed, but then they're going to come back. And then they're going to get the same glory. They're going to get the same kingdom. It's going to be a little different because they're going to have that everlasting shame and contempt because they know that they didn't receive it how the elect received it. But at the end of the day, they still going to be Israelites and they still going to be good for eternity. That's the point. That's why miserable are the cities that thy children have served. All these heathen. The Lord said the day of the Lord is upon all the heathen. Esau going to feel it the worst, yes, but all you heathens going to feel it. Elam, Ishmael, Moab, Ammon, Ham, Japheth, all you nations, man. All of you. The Lord said, all they that devour thee shall be devoured. All the heathen shall go into captivity, every single one of them. Just Jeremiah 30 and 17. Matter of fact, hold up. Okay. I'm going to finish off in Baruch chapter 2. So verse 34 it says, and I will bring them again into the land which I promised with an oath unto their fathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. That's it. That's the only people that the Lord is dealing with. You have to come from that seed line. You have to come from that bloodline. Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Nobody else could get in here. It's a spiritual thing. And only people that are of the bloodline of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob are the sons of God, sons and daughters of God. It says, and they shall be lords of it, and I will increase them, and they shall not be diminished. But hold up, you got those so-called small heads over there. They're being diminished, man. It may not seem like it right now, but they're at war right now. The Lord said, when Israel got back into the land of Israel, the nation shall learn war no more. But yet they're in the land of Israel. They're claiming to be the so-called people of the sons and daughters of God. But yet the nation still learn war. But yet the inhabitants of the earth mourneth. The people mourneth because the wicked are in rule. You still got the daughter of Babylon existing. So how can they be the children of Israel? If you got according to the scriptures, the place described as daughter of Babylon being America is still existing. Verse 35, and it says, and I will make an everlasting covenant with them to be their God, and they shall be my people, and I will no more drive my people of Israel out of the land I have given them, the land of Israel. So once we get back in the land of Israel, we're not going to be driven out. You got those small heads. You got small heads fleeing from Israel. You had those small heads over there in northern Israel because of the whole thing going on with Lebanon and all of them. That over there in northern Israel that still haven't been back home yet. I think they're trying to start bringing them back over there now. But for a long time, they would have to leave. Bombs, they got to go and run under shelters. What kind of children of God is that? That when you're in fear. The Lord said, none shall make them afraid. Like something's not adding up. If y'all the children of Israel, how is people making y'all afraid? How are you still at war? Okay, speaking of which, I'm going to end it off with that. End it off with this. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 30, verse 17, and it says, verse 16, and it says, therefore, all that devour thee shall be devoured. Now, who is thee? Israel. And who are they? The other nations. Benefited off our downfall. They partnered our land with Esau and these other nations. It ain't gonna just be Esau. The Lord said we're gonna inherit all the Gentiles. All of the Gentiles. They all gonna be servants and handmaids. Shall bound up their nobles. And it says, therefore all they that devour thee shall be devoured, and all thine adversaries, every one of them shall go into captivity. They shall go into captivity under who? The nation of Israel, the children of Israel. This ain't the end. This ain't over. Y'all ain't just get that what y'all did to us in America with the whippings, the lynchings, the unalives, the grapings. You had to get these devils played where you with the carnival shit where you throw the ball and try to hit the target and whatever is sitting on it drops. They used to do that with Jake babies' heads. They used to do that with so-called black people's heads. Gator bait. The Lord tallied all that up already, man. That's all on your tab. The segregation, no niggas allowed 3/5 of the human. And granted, yes, that was a punishment the Lord used you to punish us, but the Lord said, what? You furthered the affliction. You took it too far. You showed no mercy. That's why you're not going to receive no mercy. It says, and they that spoil thee shall be a spoil, and all that prey upon thee will I give for a prey. Who preyed upon us? All you nations. You all preyed upon the children of Israel. I don't give a fuck what you say or what you think. You all preyed upon the children of Israel, man. Thus saith the Lord. The Lord said all the heathens. Ain't gonna be no heathen that's not gonna be not ruled under the children of Israel, man. Ain't gonna just be Esau, gonna be all you nations, man. You all gonna get it. All you nations gonna be what? You gonna bow to the soles of the feet of the children of Israel, man. You gonna bow to the children of Israel, starting with who? YAHAWASHI, who the world literally called Jesus Christ. He gonna come back to the earth and redeem his people. And then you have to worship him and worship us for eternity. And you ain't gonna have immortality. So y'all gonna come, y'all gonna be born, y'all gonna die, but we gonna be immortals, starting with YAHAWASHI. And the ones that he delivers and gives that immortality to when he comes back. It said we shall appear like unto him. That's what we waiting for, and that's what we do this for, man. We ain't just doing it just to be ostracized and look stupid. We doing this because we know there's a reward coming. And Yahushua said the reward is with him. And that's what we gotta wait for. We have to be patient. We have to endure, just like he did. All right. So with that, Lord willing, this is edifying. I'm gonna give all praises to Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM Kakadash. Double honors to the Positive Israel, aka the Positive Great Millstone, and peace and love to all the Akim. Continue to preach the truth and all true sincerity. Shalom, shalom.